What's up, guys? Welcome back to the ManLab. Today we're going to be covering PT141, very popular peptide that is all over the internet right now. Just quickly, before we get into this, I do need to mention that whatever we say in this is for educational purposes only. If you want to look into using PT141, reach out to a trained physician or a medical provider, or reach out to T Clinics USA. You can go to tclinicsusa.com, enter the ManLab as your reference under the contact form, and you will be able to get 10% off your first package and the right sort of guidance. So today I got Jeff. Jeff is the meatball with brains.
What's up?
Dude is smart as anything. So the first question, I guess the thing that I've got is, from my understanding, is PT141 is like a Viagra substitute. Where am I wrong?
I think a lot of people think PT141 is like Cialis or Viagra. Easy way to understand it, PT140, well, let's even say Viagra, Cialis. Circulation, blood flow, more peripherally. A lot of times guys take it for, you know. PT141 works more centrally on the brain. So that's more circulation, blood flow, Cialis, Viagra. PT141 is going to be more like brain function, arousal, kind of filling the gap on what a lot of people suffer with. And it's crazy because I used to always think it was solely hormonal, and after you fix hormones, they still have the problem. So, you know,
no libido, you mean?
No libido, or just not even libido. Like they could perform. It's not a circulation problem. It's a mental, like getting into it or having that
arousal,
the arousal.
Yeah. Interesting. So the way the PT41 it actually targets arousal more than it does actually just getting.
Yes, correct.
Sorry.
Well, and I'll tell you indirectly, that's where a lot of guys I think have kind of asked for it over time because they heard it helps with erection. Indirectly, if you're into it,
yeah.
And I always say, like, most guys who've been on hormone therapy, their hormones are good, and like just maybe they're working, they're stressed, they're not sleeping, and maybe their diet sucks, they got body fat, but the hormones are fine, and they're like, I don't get it, like I just don't want to do it. I don't have a problem doing it. It's just the drive isn't there anymore.
It's not there.
That's where you kind of dive a little bit deeper, and so getting the brain into it. Once your brain goes, usually the other head will follow as well. You know. So
does that mean though? Like, I mean, say you're into like your standard is like a 9 out of 10. It'll drop to a 7 out of 10.
I think the want for a 7 would be okay.
Okay. What's up, guys? We're going to take a break to quickly talk about testosterone levels. Now, sometimes it can be uncomfortable to talk to someone if you're not fully confident in the fact you might be at risk of low testosterone. So if you do feel that way, you can fill out a free online test that takes about 60 seconds to 2 minutes to fill out. It's called the ATOM test. Now, the ATOM test has up to 88% accuracy, indicating whether or not you may or may not have low testosterone. So if you want to fill that out, just go to bit.ly/free ATOM test. That is free, FREE, ATOM, ADAM test. Now, if you don't want to remember that, that is in the description right here where you're watching or listening to this podcast right now. Go fill it out, a couple of questions, get a good indication, and then you can see if contacting T Clinics is the right thing for you. So let's get back to the show.
Fun thing about PT141, it's actually Bremelanotide. It was kind of found from MT2, which a lot of people know is a tanning peptide, melanotan.
Oh, melanotan, yeah.
So melanotan obviously was overseas. It was meant for more like to help fair people who go out in the sun, they get burnt, and you know, to prevent them from going out and having the risk to get cancer. It's a way to increase the melanin, so they get a better complexion without having the tan or sun. Now you got people out there taking melanotan, taking too much. They look like Magda from something about Mary.
It's kind of blackface.
Yeah. And moles come out. Like a lot of people do apply that wrong, but that's a whole nother topic in another section. But what they found was the people were taking were like, wow, like my arousal, I want sex more. My desire for sex is more. And you know, for a lot of the guys, they're like, wow, erectile function's better. So even though it's not working peripherally or on circulation blood flow, them being into it, now it's, you know, good.
Okay.
So, but it was, so
will they get a little tan? Or is that like
so there you can slightly depending on, you know, you would have to do a decent amount to be able to see some of the tanning side, but they've almost removed
your standards will go from 7 to 3 basically.
Right.
Yeah.
but they did remove the Bremelanotide portion out, and so they actually it's been FDA approved to use for women with like HSDD, hypoactive sexual dysfunction disorder.
Interesting. So wait, it's FDA approved for women?
For HSDD. So Bremelanotide is.
Yes, because FDA doesn't believe a man will ever have no sex drive.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, that's propaganda
Yeah.
right there. That's where it really is the beneficial differentiator is it's more of it affects the brain more than it does actually the member, but top down sort of method instead of bottom up sort of method. Interesting. Okay. And then, so who are you noticing like really benefits from taking this and who should be like considering maybe taking this?
I think a lot of people have over the years, because it comes with some side effects taken wrong. And I think a lot of people have either dosed it wrong or used it wrong or taken too much. Just like melanotan, if you take too much, you do get queasy. It almost feels like your stomach's turning. You get flushed. Sometimes you'll get a headache, just like Viagra or Cialis. So you do get some of those side effects by doing too much. And then it's like, okay, cool. Like I want to have sex, but I feel sick and I want to vomit, so I don't want to have sex. So that's the common, I think, when people do dose it wrong. I've seen over the years, I'm using things for a long time, females do better than most men. I think for a lot of guys, we're pretty simple. You fix our test, balance our hormones. Our drive is usually always there. Yeah. But you do get a guy that has hormones are balanced. And I always say before you jump to PT141, like what we like to do is go to the root. Let's make sure like the biggest anchor in the water is out. Usually it's hormones. Yeah. Once you balance those and you're like, wow, I still don't have no drive. Something's wrong with me. I'm broken. You're not broken. You're just dysregulated. And sometimes that's where PT141 could come in to stimulate and get that arousal, desire. Obviously helps with dopamine. So you actually have the want for it again.
Yeah. So even if you have like a disagreement with your wife, it won't matter.
I don't know.
That can kill the vibe sometimes.
Well, so you have a lot of times, and this is why I like it once again. Make sure your hormones are balanced, male or female, right? But you have a lot of guys that are either working, they're running a business, kids, whatever. Just mentally, if you're tired,
mentally fatigued,
guy's not going to work.
Yeah,
the drive's not there, not going to work. And then you have females that basically, they're running the household or they're working a job and doing both, kids. And if hormones are good, they're like, I don't get it. I don't have the desire anymore. And sometimes going through perimenopause, menopause, but that goes back to hormones. If that's good and you still don't have the drive, it most likely you have a disconnect up there. And that's where PT141 comes in. It's something you can't take daily. That's one thing I'm pretty adamant about. You have to almost have a day off in between minimum. To clear the system, or it just kind of gets to where it won't work at all for you. So application has to be done a specific way.
Hey guys, just quickly before we get back to the show, if you have some time, please hit that subscribe button wherever you are watching or listening to this podcast right now. And also, if you go into the comment section and comment anything you want, anything you're interested in finding out about in future episodes, that also gives us great ideas of how to give more content to you guys later in the future. And the last thing, if you're listening to this on Spotify, please leave a 5-star review so that everyone else can see that this is a podcast worth listening to. Now, let's get back to the show. Hey guys, we're going to take a quick break and talk about our head sponsor, T Clinics USA. Now, if you haven't heard of T Clinics USA, they are a hormone replacement therapy clinic and peptide clinic based out of Florida. They are honestly super different from anything you're going to be purchasing from online. Now, the issue with purchasing peptides and any sort of testosterone replacement therapy and stuff like that online is you usually will get it sent to you in the mail. It's in a weird package, no guidelines, no information on how you're meant to be taking it because they are research only, so they can't actually give you any advice. The difference is though, with T Clinics USA, they are physician backed. Now, what that means is they have a medical doctor at the ready to give you advice on how to potentially take this and have it the right way. But more importantly, you get your lab work done with either T Clinics, or T Clinics will send information to a local Quest or LabCorp. And from there, they will look at your blood work to see exactly what needs to be worked on. Because sometimes you might think, all right, I want to have this peptide, I want to have testosterone replacement therapy, and that's not the thing you should be taking. Instead, it should be something else based on what your lab work has come back with. And that is where T Clinics USA is fantastic. They will look at it, look under the hood, and have a detailed map of what you should be doing. This is great for females and males, girls, not just the men, but the women as well, to help with hormone replacement, longevity, looking better, feeling better, muscle growth, whatever your goal potentially might be, they can help. If you're a ManLab listener, you get 10% off your first package with T-Clinics USA. Head to tclinicsusa.com. The link is in the description if you don't want to remember that at all. And they will be definitely looking after you just like they have with me and everyone else that I personally know. So that's tclinicsusa.com. Mention the ManLab for 10% off your first package. And let's get back to the show. Most of the time, are you finding like this sort of lack of arousal for men and women? It sounds more environmental seems to be the bigger factor than for a lot of people, more so than maybe like hormones. Would you say there's any like sort of difference between
No, I
the two?
do feel like, I would say with any peptide, what we like to do is like look at, if your sleep's off, it's probably not going to help. If your nutrition sucks and you're putting on body fat, that's not going to help.
Yeah.
So, with any peptide you take, I always everyone wants to reach for the peptide versus like fix. But as long as you get generally good on most of that stuff and you're still having the problem, it's definitely could fill the gap and make a difference to be able to have that drive and want. I do find a lot of guys, like you get a guy on testosterone, his drive goes through the roof and he's good to go, but then maybe the wife's not managed or just their libidos are mismatched and she just doesn't, like she wants to, but she doesn't want to. Like she just has a headache and you see that commonly, and I see that in a lot of women obviously get into perimenopause, menopause, and then sometimes once they get hormonally balanced, what I've seen is females get the drive back, or if they lose weight they get the drive back, but then maybe their husband's hormones are off, his lifestyle sucks, and his drive is gone.
Mismatched.
So it's a good way to try to get them, and it does, that wears on a lot of relationships. I think when both don't want it the same, you get a lot of relationship disconnect, and that then wears on, so much more. The whole entire household.
So with PT141, what is the best time to take it? What's the recommended time to take it? Is there a dosing protocol? I know we're limited to what we can say.
Yeah, for entertainment purposes. I found a lot of people think it's like you take the shot and you're ready to boogie. Like it's not that way. What I found is usually it has a little bit of an onset time. Let's kind of take one step back. First, make sure your dose is appropriate. Most people I recommend start slow, start low. Usually you could do it just on the days you want to be active. Definitely give yourself maybe 2 hours before the event that you're trying to be into the event. Because
so functionally it still is similar where it's like take it before you kind of want to do the deed. It's not like a daily peptide.
No,
that is
absolutely
just for general.
not.
Otherwise you will be
more strategic.
Yeah.
I do have some people that will put one on the day that they always want to be active, and then usually 2 days a week is fine. Split up at least a day in between, so you're giving it a chance to clear. But I have a lot of people that just use it just as needed. Maybe they travel during the week for work and they're stressed, and then when they get home, they're just not into it. It's a good way to kind of at least get yourself back into it for the weekend.
Gear it up a bit.
And so a lot of people place it just where they're ready to boogie.
So outside of that, then everything, there's pros, there's cons. So what are the warnings or side effects or concerns that people should consider with PT141?
So a lot of the common side effects, and once again, dose dependent. If you take too much, nausea is probably the most common. Flushing,
too much erections.
Yeah. I'll tell you, man, I had a bad experience a long time ago with MT2. I took way too much. But it was like one of those things, like you got this erection, but you're like, you feel like you're going to die. And so you're like,
well, because all the blood's away from the heart.
And I know you got a headache. It's almost like if someone takes too much Viagra, you get this pounding headache, you get this massive erection. You're like, well, but I don't want to do anything with it. Like I just can't even think about using it. So no, but definitely dose dependent. Nausea, flushing. A lot of times you'll see most people, for the most part, tend to think it's going to work right away, and it doesn't. So give it some time with that, but start low and then figure out where do you get the results without getting the side effects, which is the nausea and the headache, and those are probably too common.
Gotcha. And so just because PT141 is the hot thing right now, the alternatives being Cialis, tadalafil, where does PT141, in your opinion, sit in terms of when to use as compared to maybe Cialis and tadalafil might be the other options?
First off, it wouldn't be my first go as far as the first thing to go to.
Top-down situation?
Yep, top down, check your hormones. Are they good? Cool. Hormones on off, check some of your lifestyle. Obviously check, you can only, when I say stress management, some of us have stress that you can only manage it so much. So, obviously try to get stress, nutrition, sleep. Sleep's a big one. Lack of sleep. Just last thing you're wanting to do is have sex. So, and I always give an analogy, like think about it like when you're working all the time and you're probably want for sex goes down, and then you go on vacation with your significant other and all of a sudden like you get some rest, you're ready. You're ready to get down. So like it's just sometimes that wears on a lot of families and households, just that
your brain's
lack of
elsewhere
sleep, stress. But I always say start at hormones, make sure they're good. They're good, cool. Make sure your body composition's decent. Make sure you're getting sleep. That's a big one. And then, if you're still having problems for the lady that's maybe just feels like I'm broken, I don't get it why I don't want to have sex, that might work for you. It's a good place to kind of go to next. For the guys that, same thing is, they know they could have sex. They think about it periodically, but it doesn't really get them into it. It could be that push over the ledge that kind of gets them to initiate and get it done.
Gotcha. So it is more, to your opinion, superior to the other things?
Yeah, I like it because it's not, low dose Cialis or Viagra or, PD5s, they come with some side effects if you take higher amounts. So, and that's more perfusion, circulation. So if that's not the problem, it's probably at the brain level, more centrally.
Interesting. Okay. Is there anything else that we should cover with PT141, you think?
No, I just think make sure you start low, start slow. Try to be more specific. When you do take it, get it like 2 hours before, just so you could really give it a good gauge. It's probably in the system 2 to 6 hours for the average person. And then, just see if it makes a difference. I mean, once again, I feel like it's subpar in most men, but I feel the people that are complaining the most that are in the situation where it would benefit them is a lot of times females. So I've seen it work wonders for a lot of females that they're just like, I don't have the drive. I should have the drive. I love my husband. He's good looking. He's still, I'm attracted to him, but I think I'm broke, so.
Interesting. All right, well, gentlemen and ladies, if you want to find out more about PT141, see if it's the right thing for you, hit up tclinicsusa.com. Links in the description wherever you're listening to this. Mention the ManLab as well, 10% off your first package, and just get it if it's the right thing for you. That's the most important part for this. It might not be. We'll find out. But make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks. Peace.